Hi and welcome everyone. This is Brian from Captain Savage Aquatics. Just a quick live stream today before I have to go pick up my son. I'm gonna go over what I'm doing in the fish room. Let me shrink that one down a little bit. Let me do that and slide it up. Actually, let me put it over here. Nope. Okay. Bear Aquatics. Hey, fish friends. What's up, Bear Aquatics? How are you? Make sure I'm subbed to you. I do that for anyone that watches my stream. Yep, I'm already subbed to you. Hello, hello. Hey, Verona. Heather Verona Aquatics. White. How you doing, buddy? Don't mind me, I'm just quickly sharing the stream. I'm gonna wait till some people roll in here, and then I'm gonna go over what I'm gonna do. I might not start tearing this room down because I have to leave here in about an hour. Maybe I'll start draining the 55 into one of the other bins I have. Post that. Come on, post. Let's see. Show. The Fish Loft says morning. Morning to you, buddy. Welcome, welcome. I know this is uncharacteristic for me to be streaming during the daytime. I was just on Big Easy's live stream for a bit. Should have started tearing down the fish room then. Slash Master, what's up? What's up, brother? Let me grab this. I like that, the chat being bigger so people can actually read it. Let me see if I do full screen. Can I read that? Yep. Cool. So, what's going on? You guys want to know what's going on? Well, the 55 right here that you can't currently, well, that I'm tapping on is going to get drained down. I'm going to move. Come on, Molly. I'm sorry. You better go lay down, you bad girl. She keeps trying to get at my plecos, and she's annoying the hell out of me when she's behind me. That's why I can't wait till this rack's set up, because then she can't get behind me that easily. So, let's see. We got Bear Aquatics in here, Heather Verona Aquatics, White, the Fish Loft, Slash Master. Let's see who else is in here. Didn't want to do that. Restore the chat. Got 7 watching already. That's awesome. I want to go to participants. Fish Loft. I just like to give people like shout outs where they're due, because you know what? You guys are taking time out of your day to watch me. Just making sure my description's all set up. Cool, that's all set. Yeah, that's how your dog is. Yep. Yeah, I hear you on that. She's a pain. She just loves looking at fish. She wants to just hold them in her mouth, play with them for a bit, you know? All the fun stuff. So, yeah. Sorry for the glare and stuff. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from. I think from this light. Well, I got natural light coming in here, so I don't need any light on that 55 right now. I have the window open right here. There's a window right next to the 55, so... Over here. Shut that light off and see if that gets rid of some of it. This, it looks so bleached out. Let's see. Let's go to main camera, do properties, cancel. Let's do some filters and see if I can't get rid of that brightness. Color correction. Let's turn down the brightness. Does that look a little bit better, guys? A little brighter. Close that. The rack today, yes. Chronicles of Chris's Fish Room, welcome. I don't know, I think I'm subbed to you, but let me double check. Steve Foy says, hi Brian, just got in from work, sat here and with a cup of coffee. Nice. It's awesome. Yep, I'm subscribed to you, Chronicles of a Fish Room, Chris's Fish Room. So that's done. Tell me if it looks too dark now, because I can always up it back up. Poor sound, buddy? Really? Okay, let me see what's going on. Let's do properties. How's the sound now? Let me actually turn the mic off. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Yeah, now there it is. Barely hear you. Is it better? Hello, hello, hello. Yep, good. Okay, I accidentally muted the main mic instead of muting the camera. This mic, so let's see. I want that to be like right there. That works. That's good, that's good. I'm glad. I can always put my lapel mic on where the mic will be sitting like right here on my shirt, but this Blue Yeti mic is actually pretty damn good. What's up, AC Aquatics? How you doing, buddy? So let me get this going where I'm gonna drain it into that barrel. I just trying to see. You know what? Gotta move 5 gallons of water into that. Move. Don't mind me, I'm just moving the pump. Oh, move that in there. Move that in there. Just get the pump set up. Like I said, I'm probably not going to do the complete breakdown of this 55 right now. All I'm going to do is get the thing set up that way when I get back. Mic check. 1 2 1 2 freestyle racket. Yeah, right. Now that I put that 550 gallon per hour fountain pump in the 55, you should see all the mess that's in here. It just literally sent all the duckweed that was sitting on top all the way across the whole tank. That's funny. But let's get this tube in here. Let's see, where are my clips? Move, Molly. Get out of the way, you damn dog. I had a little mishap earlier when I was on the other stream. On Big Easy stream, I wasn't paying attention and I was showing all my tanks on my cell phone. And yeah, I happened to not realize, I was wondering, I thought it was Molly behind me. So I pushed real hard and it was actually a 5-gallon pail full of water. Yeah, so I dumped that all over the floor. I've still yet to clean it up, but I'm not worried about it right now. It's linoleum under there. Jesus, where's all my clips go? Don't mind me, I'm just looking for some clips. When in doubt, use a damn clamp. I do have plastic clips. There we go. Just to hold that down so it doesn't go everywhere. I can't wait till this mess is cleaned up from here. Molly, back off. I love Molly to death, but she's been the bane of my existence with this, the super red plecos and stuff being in the 17-gallon tote behind me. So that's done. That's not too tight. Okay, so I'm getting everything set up. So I'll stream for a short time. I'll get some of the process started. I just gotta see. I'll just drain it into my kitchen where the barrel is and go from there. I'm not going to take you guys around. I'm going to set my phone up when I start to stream and actually take everything down. That way you can see me. And I'm just waiting for the phone to charge up a bit because that's going to be a long, like, process. What filters, Steve Floyd says, what filters do you mainly use? I use sponge filters. I have canister filters. I have a trickle tower that it goes into a sump. I use more sponge filters. I got a couple power heads that I use that I put why does the screen look so blue? Hold on guys, sorry. Let me just go back to my main camera, to the properties. Let's see, filters. Let's remove that filter. Remove. Noise suppression, remove. 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 There. Now, I don't know why it's so bright. Let me point this camera down a little bit. So mainly, most of my tanks I use sponge filters, but I do have a bunch of other stuff. Let's see, noise suppression. Noise gate, gain. What's that? A gain. Remove that. Sorry, I'm just messing with my main camera. It's usually this not whited out, but with that big 44-inch 3200 lume, almost 5K shop light, LED shop light, it kind of blurs everything, it bleaches everything out. So what camera am I running? My main camera that I'm pointing at right now is Logitech 920C HD 1080p camera. I want to upgrade to the 60 frames a second camera because my computer will actually handle up to 120 frames a second or more, based on the processor and all that. Hi, Island Queen. Vid's okay, but I don't like how bright it is in here. Let me see if I can't shut off some of the lights so it dumbs down the light. Oh, it might be actually all this natural sunlight I'm getting in here too. There we go. That'll fix it a little bit. Fin time, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. So let's put some filters on this. Color correction, definitely. Brightness, let's turn that down. Let me know if that looks a little bit better, a little bit darker. Or if it's too dark, let me know. I'm going to turn up the saturation a little bit. Hue shift, is that 0? Gamma, let's see. Nope, that makes it look more blue. Welcome on, Queen. So let's actually turn the saturation all the way down. So that makes it gray. This makes it more blue. There we go. I'll put it at 80. Let's turn up the contrast. Nope. I'll leave that at 0. Cappy, what's up, Fish Tropic Elf? I'm just messing with the settings right now, guys. So what's going on here today? I'm gonna do the fish move. I'm gonna drain this 55-gallon African cichlid down into the 55-gallon Rubbermaid barrel that I have. You know, it's one of those tough barrels on wheels. I get 20 feet of 3/4 ID line, clear line, like vinyl line, that I'll hook up to my 550-gallon per hour fountain pump, drain this 55 off. Once I get it about halfway or 10% water in there, I'm going to move all the fish into the 55-gallon. I'll unplug my canister filter and my sponge filters. I'll move those into the 55 temporarily. Same with the heater. And then I'm going to move this 55 right here out of the way. And get the coffee table and all the supplies, all the fish supplies and stuff out from this area. Then I'm going to set up the rack. I'll put the first rack down bottom. I'll bring the 55 back in. I'll probably just slide it across the room out of the way temporarily. I'll bring the 55 back in, set it on that shelf, and go from there. Still looking kind of blue, so let me just get rid of that filter. There we go. Now it's more true color. Beer Aquatics says, "What time is it? Fish time." Yep. Like I said, I don't have much time to do it, so I'll probably just drain the 55 halfway to get the fish used to it, and then once I'm literally just transferring the water from the 55 to the 55-gallon trash can, then I'll probably the last 3 inches I'll just pump out into my sink or into the toilet, and I'll just refill with fresh water. I'm going to take all the decor out of this. Yeah, I got a busy day, plus my son has to go swimming tonight. I got to feed him. I got to help him with homework. Scoop and move. Yep, pretty much that's what I'm doing. I'm scooping all the fish once I get the water low enough, and I remove all the items. I'll put all the decor and everything at the bottom of that 55-gallon barrel in the water that I'm draining into that barrel. And then the last, like, maybe 4, I'll probably do, like, last 6 inches, I'll just drain to my sink or whatever, because it's going to be cruddy water anyways, because I'll be moving so much stuff around. And then, yeah, go from there, set up the shelf, get the 55 back on there, and over the next couple days, I'll move the 10 gallons and 20 longs on it, and stuff like that. But my goal is at least to get the rack set up at full height, and put whatever I'm going to put up top on top and work my way down to the bottom. I just got to stop and get a big piece of wood for the 55, because it'll make it, you know, the rack is 48 inches wide, but actually no, I got 2x4s. I'll cut a 2x4 for the middle just to help disperse the weight evenly under the rack, so it's not too heavy. All the pressure's not in the dead center of the thing, even though the outside of the 55 gallon will be sitting on the edges. There's no support there, so I might just cut 2 2x4s, perfect length on the inside of the rack, and cut it with the circular saw on the top. That way, where the edges are covered, because it's going to be like dead center. I mean, I could put a 75 gallon on that bottom rack, you know, or on that board, and it'll sit right on the edges. Where a 55, the edges, you know, the ends will sit on it. Fishloft says I'm confused. Well, the rack's 48 inches wide, right? 48 inches long, right? 55 gallon is exactly 48 inches long, right? I'm going to put this on the bottom rack. I'm going to cut some 2x4s to fit underneath. That way it supports the weight going lengthwise across the sheet of particle board or whatever that's there, so it doesn't bow it. I just don't want all the weight sitting on the edges of the trim of the 55 and nothing in the middle supporting it. So that's what I was going to do for the 55. I'll run them lengthwise. Hey, V-Stag. Under that way I have way more than enough support for the 55 on that bottom shelf. Otherwise, I'll just set the 48 right on the floor. I just won't put that one piece of particle board in. I'll just let it sit. And maybe there's enough play right there that it'll just sit down in with the trim from the fish tank, and I'll just let it sit on the carpet. So yeah. The Fishloft says, my name is Jason, as Tropics. Bubba Shinobi says, hey Captain and Fish Peeps, V-Stag, Island Queen. Alright, so what I'm going to do, guys, you won't see me on camera for like a minute or two. I'm going to set this vinyl, or whatever, the 3/4 inch ID pipe into the 55. I'm going to start draining off the stuff, or some of the water, into that other tank. There we go. I'll be right back. Just moving this into my kitchen. Alright, and the draining begins. Bubba Shinobi says, Tropic, I finally put up that video I was telling you about. Gave up on the intro. Honestly, the easiest way to do an intro, to sit in front of whatever camera you have, whether it's a cell phone or whatever, and just kind of explain what's going on. You can always use like the free part of Filmora or Wondershare, and you can add an intro that way. Mine's very basic. I want to make it more improved with like sound and all that. I do have sound on my current intro, but that's from the Filmora Wondershare program that I have, which was only like 30 or 40 bucks to buy it a long time ago. The stream is getting better. Don't mind me, I have water on my floor, so I'm taking off my wet socks right now. If you must really need to know. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut this stream a little early, unless you guys just want to see the fish tanks. And I can point the camera and have it zoomed in, so you can watch some fish for a bit till I get back. And then I can continue on, but I just don't want to waste people's time. I just have to pick my son up across town. So let's see. Actually, you know what? That 5-gallon bucket that I initially did, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fill up that 5-gallon real quick. Take about less than 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Let's grab this. Second, I'm gonna let that feed right back into the fish tank temporarily. There we go. Move. Get out of the way. Move. Alright, now that that's cleaned up. I'm just going to drain off some of this tank into one of these real close. That way I can get some of the rubber lips. I'm going to put them in this white 5-gallon bucket real quick. Let's do this. Click that. I'm a bear. I know that. I know how that is. Laugh out loud. V-Stack says that Alan Queen been busy with retirement. The cold slows me to a near hibernation. Laugh out loud. V-Stack says Jason question. The one on Facebook. Yeah, Jason Fish Tropic. All right, that 5-gallon bucket's almost full. I'm gonna try and just. Set it. There we go. Now time to fish out some rubber lip plecos. Let me get my tools. Let's see, where is that big ass fish net? My place is a little messy, so it's fun trying to find everything right now. Gotta love when you stab yourself on your damn thing. So, I don't need that one. I need a bigger one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, looks like I have to clean my trickle tower in the process of doing all this move today, because it looks like it's backing up. So. Let's see. Alan Quinn says that V-Stack, but okay, but I don't believe you. You think I've been hanging out with your other YouTube pals. So let me see. Let me see what fish I can net real quick. Just because. Might as well stress them out because I'm going to stress them out anyways. Alright, so I'm not going to try that right this second. I'm ready for spring, says the fish off. Yeah, so am I. V-Stack says it was some shatter, aka THC concrete. Yeah, gotcha. Not tropic. Cool. V-Stack says stuff was good. Took me to the moon. First class seating all the way. Wish I could. Sounds like a nice trip, V-Stack. Fish off says still no Bruno here. Pro Tim Aquatics. Hi, Captain just joined. Welcome, Pro Tim. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, guys, I got about another 15 minutes or so that I can stream. Maybe half hour tops. Because I have to pick up my son. So it's up to you. Do you guys want me to keep the stream open while I go pick my son up at school? I'll just mute my mic. And we can go from there. Otherwise, I can just restart the stream when I'm actually taking everything down. You know what I mean? Have the 55 drained or show the process of draining the 55 and all that fun stuff. Let me know what you think. Type in chat what you think I should do. Otherwise, I can take this camera and zoom them into particular tanks and set them up. Because they have about a 10-foot whip on them or a 10-foot cord on each of them. So if one camera wanted to look like at the rainbows, one camera wanted to look at the 125, I can do that. Alright, there we go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start pulling the decor while you guys are here. And start setting them in to the other tank. Wow. You can tell plecos have been hanging out in that one. I just want to get the plecos out of here. If there's any rubber lip in here, so let's keep draining it. Screw it. I'll take this one and put it in where I want to put the rubber lip plecos. Alright. Next one. Why don't I do this so you guys can see me better? I'll turn the monitor. All I'm doing is I'll use my time right now, like I said. I'm just gonna move all the decor into the tank where I want to, or the 5-gallon bucket where I want to. Hopefully get the rubber lip plecos to stay. I'm hoping I can catch them all in one thing. Oh, that's a big rock. Take that one out and put it here. Another big rock. I'm checking all these tubes to make sure there's no rubber lip plecos breeding in them, just to be safe. So that corner's almost cleaned out. So let me grab this rock. Ooh, time for the massive one. I'm totally upsetting the African cichlid tank right now. Molly's so adorable. Daddy needs a job, says Fishloff. I can roll north if anyone needs help. Thank you, Island Queen. Sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat, guys. I'm just trying to get everything out of here. Time to get some of the fake rock out of here. Now this fake rock is from my aquarium box, from the company that makes the backgrounds. So they cast real rock. So this actually looks like a real rock. The only way you would tell that it wasn't is if you pick up on the bottom and it has the weight of a real rock. So there was no rubber lips in there. Heather Verona Aquatics says, Molly's so adorable, just like my dogs. Has to be involved in everything. Val's Albo says, what's up, everyone? Hey, Val. Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. I'm in the process of clearing out a 55-gallon of all the decorations, rocks, and all that stuff. So I can set up the big rack system right here. It's 48 inches wide, 24 inches deep, and it'll stand 7 feet tall at the highest. I'm just being very, very careful because I don't want to lose any rubber lip pleco fry in here. All my big fake decorations are going in a 5-gallon bucket right now because a lot of the rubber lips like to hide inside the decorations. This over here. Grab the next rock. Take that full of water here. Yeah. Now that my tank's all messy, I don't know if you guys can see that. I haven't been watching the chat. Hello, Protein. How many gallons? This right here is 55. This big tank that you can see over here is a 125 with about a 20-gallon trickle filter on it. Sump setup, and then I have a bunch of 20s, a bunch of 10s, a 22 bow front, you know, so I got a bunch of everything in here. So let me grab this piece of rock. just trying to wash all the duckweed off my arms. Let's see. Alright, so I only got this corner still left to do. Oh, there was the hyphen pleco on this big rock hiding out. I think that's all the decorations besides the sponge filters that are in here and stuff like that. So now it's all I got to do at this point is drain the rest of the tank, scoop out the fish, stuff like that. That doesn't go anywhere. Hit the like button. Jay Carey, what's up? How are ya? If you're new to the stream, just currently getting everything out of the 55-gallon African cichlid tank, minus the heater and the filters right now, because I'm getting ready to drain the rest of the 55 gallons of water into a 55-gallon roughneck barrel. I've already drained 5 gallons of water off of this roughly and put it in one of my buckets that I use to change water, actually the clean bucket for returning water when I was doing the bucket brigade. So yeah, I did that, and so when I get back from picking my son up, I'll move all the fish out of this tank. I'm going to drain the rest of the water down. And the last like 3 to 5 inches, I'm just going to drain into the sink or toilet to get rid of it. And then once this tank's completely drained down, I'll move, I'll move beforehand, before all the fish get in there, I'll move all the filters over, like sponge filters, all that stuff, into the 55-gallon bucket with the heater. Molly sometimes tries to bite through the glass. She thumps it a lot with her nose trying to get at the plecos. So, yeah. So, I might move the one last high fin out of here back into this 125 temporarily when I get back. But all the other Africans in the Texas cichlid are going to be moved into the 55-gallon barrel. I'll put a top on it so they can't jump out. I'm going to let no light get in there so they can relax. KP Aquarium, what's up, everyone? Alright, let me turn this back this way so you can see me. Move, Molly. Go to channel. Just making sure I'm subbed to everyone that's in the chat. So once the rack's set up, I'm going to have a combination of probably 10 gallons and then probably 5 or 6 20 longs on it, plus the 55 down at the bottom, which I may upgrade because I do have a 75-gallon in storage. I may upgrade the African cichlid tank to a 75-gallon African cichlid tank and then use this 55 when I tear one of these sides off, and use this 55 as the new sump to this. And do this as a breeding for profit tank, the 55-gallon, and I'll have it under there with the DIY LED light And maybe I'll move a lot of my guppies that I'm trying to breed, super reds and stuff, into that 55. Make it a heavily planted tank, stuff like that. So, that's going. Pump's working. My dog goes off, especially at my Dovi. Yeah, probably because dogs can sense where predators are, and the Dovi is a predator type fish, you know. So they're gonna want to try and do things. So what else is going on with here? Once this 55 is drained and out of the way, I'll take down this coffee table and move all my supplies that are under this coffee table out of there, and then I'll set up the 55-gallon rack, maybe on the back side of the 55 temporarily. If I reset I'll set that back up as the African cichlid tank. I'll put the African cichlid tank in the back because it's a 24-inch wide shelf, and this tank is only, I think, 12.5 inches wide. This 55 or 13, so I can put all my supplies in front of it. I do look at my African cichlids a lot of times. So this is only 12.5 wide. Or more like 12.25 minus the glass. So yeah. That's the plan. It'll come together today once I get this 55 out of the way. And then like I said, over the next couple days, I'll start draining the 10 gallons into the 55-gallon bucket and get the 10 gallons all in one spot. That way I can really start the breeding and real selection process for the fancy guppies that I definitely want to breed, the males and females, and get that going. Then this next paycheck that I get this Friday, I'm going to, I know I got the stuff in my cart on Amazon. I'm going to set up the pond, the 230-gallon pond over in this corner, 230 to like 350, depending on the height I go with it. That may be a turtle tank or turtle pond, because I want to get some turtles, so yeah. KP Aquarium says I have a 60-gallon grow-out tank with some 6-month-old African cichlids. They spawned already. Female is only 1.25 inches. Wow, sweet. That's what I would like to do, is spawn African cichlids, but then I think I would want to make it a species-only tank, you know, that way I could spawn like labs, which spawn very easily, and go from there. So, yeah. Let me do this full screen. I'm just trying to shrink the chat a little bit because I don't want the whole screen taken up by a bunch of nonsense. Like that, like that. What's up, Joe? Joe Monaz of Monez. Let me make sure I'm subbed to you, Joe. Val's asks, what's the type of favorite? What's my favorite type of fish? Right now, it's probably the Oscars. I like Oscars a lot. That's one of the first fish I started with. Yep, I'm subscribed to KP Aquariums. There we go. Now that everything's shrunk, let me... Bear Aquatics says, KP, what kind of cichlids do you have? Joe says, hi, hello Capt, hey Vals, hey KPA. So you guys haven't told me. Do you want me to leave the stream open while I go pick up my son? Because if so, please let me know. Gotta make that live. Come on, live. There we go. Because I can zoom these cameras into different tanks so you can see that. You know what? You get in the bedroom. Bye-bye. Molly's lost her privileges in this section of the house. Sometimes she just wants me to put her outside, or I want to just put her outside. These are tomato haps, also dragon bloods, Flav scent, blue holly, albino, red zebras. Oh, that's cool. You know what, Molly? You lost your privileges out here, so go lay down, be a good girl. Joe asks, hey, Cap, what do you think of the Super Bowl? I only caught bits and pieces of it when I wasn't falling asleep in my bed. She lost the privilege. I'm sorry, guys. I know everyone likes Molly for an entertainment, but at the same time, when she starts banging into my seat enough while I'm trying to focus on chatting with you guys, it annoys the ever-living crap out of me. So I would rather have wished my home team would have won, which is the Patriots, but you know, they've had the dynasty for a while, so do it, Cap, do it. Yeah, she's lost her privileges. The only thing I gotta be careful of is when I put her in there, she gets ticked with me when she can't be out here with me, and so she'll start chewing on the sliding door or scratching it, and I don't want the door all scratched up, so I gotta try something because it looks like there's a haze on my camera. Excuse me for 1 second. There we go. Now it looks a little bit better. There was a haze on there. I thought there was. Are those Oscars behind you and what's with them? Yeah, those are Oscars. I have 3 tiger Oscars. That big one that you see is a female. The other 2, I'm not sure. I haven't tried to sex them. Then I have 3 koi in there. One's a long-finned or a butterfly koi. The other one's just an assorted koi. And then I have convicts in there, Jack Dempsey, high-fin plecos, a bunch of different fish. I mean, it is a 125-gallon tank, so there's plenty of room for all those fish. The white fish behind me with the blue-orange head is the koi. And that guy or girl is probably 14, almost 15 inches. And then I got 2 other koi, which one's a butterfly koi with really long fins, like a long fin butterfly koi. And then I'd have a scarlet goldfish in there too. I have a gold severum, which you can see right there, or it's right near the wood. I got 2 convicts in there. I got a couple Jack Dempseys. I got 3 high-fin plecos in there. There's the butterfly koi right here. Oh, right there above my shoulder. Or over there. I know you really shouldn't keep goldfish with Oscars, but they've been in there since the beginning. So, and it's warmer water, but koi can stand warmer water. I mean, the tank's running right around somewhere between 75 and 76. Low end 73.5 to 76.2 degrees. It depends on how cold it gets in my apartment. Now, I have the temperature in my apartment set for like 71, 72 degrees. Currently in my fish room, it's showing on my temperature thing, it's saying 72.4 with a relative humidity of 46%. So, yeah. That's everything that's going on. Any other American cichlids? Like I said, I got convicts. I got a Texas cichlid that's in my African cichlid tank right now, because it was beaten up on the female Oscar / male, which I think like that female paired off with the male Oscar, which the male would have been her same size. But that's why I got a couple more tiger Oscars, hoping that one would be a male and I could get possibly the Oscars to breed. How many aquariums do I have overall? Are you talking empty or full, or have fish in them? Because if you're talking fish, I got 3 in my bedroom that are 10 gallons. So I got 5 10 gallons, 6, 7. I have 8 10 gallons currently set up. I got a 22 bow front sitting here, so that's 9. I got the 125, which is 10. I got this 55, which is 11. And then if you call the sump, because I do grow snails in the sump, that's 11. But I won't count the sump. I got a 20 long in the kitchen on my kitchen table, so that's 11. And then I got some quarantine tanks. So I don't know. I think I got 13 or 14 tanks set up overall, and probably another 5 or 6 that aren't set up that are in storage. So that's what I got, and I'm sticking to it. I got a new subscriber about 30 minutes ago. Reefing while leasing. Thank you for the sub. Scown Town Aquatics. Hi everyone. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in. Make sure, I think you're new here. If you are new, I sub to everyone that joins. Just cause I believe in supporting the fish family. Nope, I'm not subbed to you, so I just gave you a sub. Welcome to the channel, Scown Town Aquatics. Now, if I'm mispronouncing Scown or Scone Town Aquatics, I'm sorry. I'm very bad at pronouncing words. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hi, Heather. Yep. So, guys, I gotta start getting ready to head out. No one in chat told me if they want me to just leave the stream open going, and I'll just mute the mic, and I can zoom on the 125. I can point one at the 22 bow front with the Australian rainbows in it, and the 5 Australian rainbows and the 4 German blue rams. I can set them up. Let me know what you guys think. White says you can leave it live, but it's all good. Cool. So I'm gonna have to leave. I'll give it about another 5 minutes, and then I gotta leave to go pick up my son at school. And then when I get back, the goal, once I get the homework done, I don't know if I'll do it right away with him, but if I do, I might just leave it on the live stream, and you guys can chat amongst yourselves. I don't mean to do that, but it is what it is. Let me put that a little further away so it's not blasting you guys. How is the overall quality of the voice coming in? Does it sound like metally, or like a tin can? Bear Aquatics does. So what's your plans for the future for your fish keeping hobby? My plans is I want to, once I get the business class internet in here this coming Friday, I get a free website set up, which I can do e-commerce, and it doesn't cost me anything besides if people pay with credit card or whatever. I'm gonna start selling like trios or fancy guppies that I'm breeding, rubber lip plecos, super red plecos, high fin plecos if they breed. Anything that breeds, I'm gonna try and sell. I'm gonna sell some of the plants that I have, whether it's Java moss, Christmas moss, Java window love, Nana Petite, the other Nana Anubiuses that I have, guppy grass. I want to sell shrimp, so I want to do like for-profit tanks, and do it that way. But I like to keep a bunch of different fish. I want to get angels, so my goal is to have this rack set up, probably with like 10 to 15 tanks on it, including the 55 on the bottom. That way I can get all the 10 gallons out of my bedroom. I can fit 340 breeders width-wise, you know, this wide, on my on the dresser in there, and it'll support the weight. I know that for a fact because I had a 240 breeders on there anyways, and it easily took the weight of 240 breeders. I wouldn't mind breeding some African cichlids. But to breed the African cichlids, I'd probably do them in 55s. Make a species-only tank like all of yellow labs or something. So yeah, that's about it for that. Joe says, sounds good. Val says, if I don't see you later, take care and have a good day. Thank you, Vals. It's up to people if they want to hang around. I understand if they want to drop out and get out of here. But I'll leave the live stream up. I can zoom in. Any particular tanks you guys want me to zoom in on, or do you just want me to leave it how it's set up and you guys can just watch the fish? Like, I can put this camera right here that I'm pointing at, face towards the rainbow tank, or the 22 bullfront with the rainbows and the German blue rams in there, if you'd like. Otherwise I can do something else. Let me actually do that, and I'll actually zoom in on that camera. So let me go here, go to, so let's see, main camera, right camera, let's go to properties, let's configure video. Let me zoom in. Point this camera a little down. Don't mind the mic. I can put that on the floor temporarily, or I'll just do it like this so it's not in the way. Let's do this. That's the max zoom on it. It's not the greatest quality. Let me zoom back out a little bit. There we go. Sorry for any glare. Save that for now. Close that. And this main camera, bear out, yeah. Otherwise I'll just stop the stream and I can put it live when I get back. Let's see, properties. You guys can probably hear Molly whining, but that's okay. She's okay. I'll let her out when I'm just before I leave. So what I'm gonna do is just zoom in and see if I can't get that 55. Oh, I'm fully zoomed in right there. Oh, okay. So there you guys go. How many, Pro Tim asks, how many Oscars do I have, Captain? I have 3 Oscars right now. You got the female, and hopefully one of the other 2 is male, or they're both males. I don't know, at least one of them. Because I'd like to breed the Oscars, but it's not necessary, but it'd be cool. So there we go. Alright guys, I'm going to mute this because I got to get going. I gotta run now because I gotta pick them up for 3:30 and I got a 15 at most 20-minute drive. So let me just mute this. Guys, I'll probably be back right around 3:45, almost 4 o'clock ish. That's why I'm saying you don't have to hang around if you don't want to. I can always cut the stream. But I gotta run. I have to get ready. But enjoy the fish tank live. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. This took me a little bit longer than I thought to pick up my son. Good morning, Jonos. Let me check the chat. Nanos and bigs. Well, let's see. What did I miss in the chat? Let's see. Sorry, guys. I was gone for a while. So, let's see. Gotta go pick up the kids. See you all later. See you later, Joe. That was at 3:03. So, you've been gone for a while. Definitely zoom in. Patricia says grams. Heather says guppies tend to be a little bit bigger. Bear Aquatics says thanks, Captain. See you next time. Bear out. Take it easy. How many Oscars do you have, Captain? I already answered that. Patricia said, how long are you going to be gone? Well, I'm back now. I said about a half hour, 40 minutes. Okay, see you when you get back. White says, we'll see you soon. Liberty Ciclet says, hi, everyone. Welcome, Liberty. Scowntown Aquatics says, hi, Liberty. Patricia says, goodbye, goodbye, everyone. Hello, Captain. Strange. Upside town. Downtown. Jonas Aquarium says, good morning, everyone. I'm late to the... Is it finished? No, it's not. It's not finished, Jonas. I had to put it on pause or mute the mic and stuff. Uh-oh. Did it go down? Let me refresh. Just give me, guys, a second. I'm refreshing the chat. Or refreshing that side. Alright, so I'm back. Thank you for everyone that hung around and decided to watch the fish tanks. I gotta just edit these things. Let's see, right camera, properties, configure video, come on. There we go. Save it. Close that. Take this one. Properties. Configure video. Jonas Aquarium says, good morning from Australia. Hey, I'm back. Yay, still going. Yep. One second, guys. Phone's ringing. Okay, so I'm back. I just gotta plug in all this stuff again for the phone so I can charge my phone. Because when the stream would stop for a second. Tropical Aquariums NZ, what do you think about the ethoquin and fish food? Ethanoxin fish food, do you think it's good or bad? I don't know. I've never heard of it, so I'll have to take a look at that. Oh, let's see. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never heard of it, so I really don't know. Alright, well, I'm going to get back to draining the tank, this 55, and go from there. So, give me a second. And there it goes. Draining, draining, draining. It's in the 55-gallon barrel. I'll drain this tank down. You guys can see it. I won't move anything yet. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Let me share the stream again. Just because, get everyone back in here. Because I was at like 16 or 18 people watching at one point. It's an upside says it's a pretty easy spawning, Oscars. Oh, okay. I don't know. I've never spawned them. Tropical Aquarium ZenZ says it's an Omega 1 and Tetramax really, really bad for you. It's a preservative added to stop fat going rancid, but it's actually designed for other uses. Monsanto makes it. Ah, makes sense. Go. Canister filter before it starts sucking air. Let's see where that cord go to. Yeah, that's unplugged. That way it doesn't suck water. Aquaponics, yeah, people end up eating that crap. Yeah, it stinks. Tropical Aquarium ZenZ says, I tell all my fishy brothers so they can make their own decisions. Right? I get good tubs and make a sump if I even had a chance of pairing. Yep. Makes sense. Sorry guys, I'm not sharing this stream right now. Don't mind me, I'm gonna start fishing out some fish. Then putting them... Molly, please get out of my way. Now, where did that go? Oh, right there. I'm going to see if I can't start fishing out some fish. I'll turn this monitor so maybe you guys can see. Just don't mind me if I don't get back to you guys in the chat. It's not because I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to fish out some fish. I'm going to have to wait till that drops a little bit more because Africans are not going to be wanting to move. Let's see. Tropical Aquarium Zenzi tried to tell Jimmy and Corey at the fish tank round table, but got kicked for mentioning Ethel Quinn or whatever. Monkey? Yep. Upside says I have tubs because they're cheaper and I can expect fry to sell, right? I hear that. I truly do hear that. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. Got the big Venustus out of there. Let me grab some other fish stuff so I can corral these guys in much easier. Got the big hyphen. Helps when you have multiple fish nets, even though the fish net that I'm using is small. Really? That Texas cichlid wants to swim in that. Come on. Let me push you out of there. Here, you can sit in that until you can get out. Damn, that spine's sharp. Come on, get in there. Alright, that tank's home. Breaking it down, yep. I just had a... Where is that? There we go. And if you guys can't hear this pump is sucking water right now, which is okay, because now it's going to be 10 times easier for me to catch the fish. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'll check the chat in a second. Oh, I think I got them all out. One last left, African cichlid. Huh. They're moved out. Now I just gotta do this, unplug this heater, and let it cool off. Before I take it out of this tank. Just making sure there's not any more fish hanging around. Looking for little rubber lips. I did see them in the other fish tank. So now that that's done, now I can like literally move this tank out of the way. Give me a second, guys. Just gonna drain this hose out into the other 55-gallon. I just temporarily put all the fish in a 5-gallon. I'll move them out in a second. Okay, now this is where it gets messy. Alright, so this thing's fine. Throw that back in here. Temporarily, I'm going to move these sponge filters into the 18-gallon tub. No, I need something warmer. I'll put it in here. Sorry, not talking. have much space, as you guys can see. Get out of the way, Molly. Come on. Move, move, move. So, now that I've blocked her out so she can't get at things, this stuff, these rocks. Sorry, just a bunch of messing up. What's up, El Tropico? Let me see how long this thing is. I just don't want to crack this thing. I'll let that cool down for another minute or two. So, here and this one up here. Sorry, Pleco. Gold nugget, you gonna go? Done. Oh, look at this. The tank can move real easy now. Too bad I got like 100 pounds of sand in here. Cichlid sand, so yeah. Did I stop my pump? I must have shut it off by accident. Give me a second, guys. It'll be nice when all this is taken care of because that's why it came unplugged. Guess I lost one of my orange koi. Oh well. Stuff happens. Focus on this for now. Alright, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put all the sand because I'm gonna have to take it out because I think so. Anyways. Huh. Molly, get out of the way. I'll be back, guys. I wanna move everything out to my kitchen and Miss Molly is a pain in the ass and is always in the way. She thinks she can help me, but she can't. So let's see. Molly, get out of my way. Way out. Now to try and do this without breaking the tank is the next thing. There, it's on the floor. I'm probably going to drain off that last half gallon of water, gallon of water. Screw it. I'm just going to slide it. Let me get these rocks out of the way. I'll be right back with you guys. I'm just going to slide this out into my kitchen, or in a way where Molly can't get in here. Alright, there we go. Second guy, move, Molly. Get out of the way. Let me see. Much easier to move when it's on the floor. Get out of the way, dog. Don't worry, I'll stop that sump from sucking air in a second. Oh, that pump. Go. That's out of my way. Sorry if it's a little dark in here, guys. Let's see. shut that pump off. Sounds much better without it sucking air. Alright, let's see. So there's what that thing went. I know, guys, this is probably boring watching me tear down a fish from live, but it is what it is. Another thing of fish supplies. One more box. Another pump. Oh, shit. Gotta love in the fish room when you start doing one thing, 10 other things arise. There we go. Man. Charge that. Alright, so next thing's next. Stand this beast up. Gotta love these old coffee tables. Oak coffee tables, they can hold a ton. So let me see. Yeah, not as harsh as methylene blue and acrylamine. Copper will stay in your tank because it goes into the media or it leaches. Methane's bad, like Proform C. Don't mind me, guys. I know this is the boring part, but next I'll be setting up the rack. And then it's just put the 55 back on. And then I'm gonna take a break. I would use zeolite, yep. Tropical aquariums. That's easy. Zeolite, does it have a neutral pH? As far as I know, it does, but I could be wrong. All right. Whoop! Scared the Oscar. Let's see what else is in here that I need to pick up. Not bad. Alright, now I just gotta grab the rack and start setting that up, guys. Move, Molly. Get out of my way. Go that way. This does not understand. I wish I could this. She could understand English and just get the hell out of my way for once. Back up. Go. Like, all she responds to is like aggressive voice sometimes. Oh shit. There goes that framework. Whatever. I'll call you back later, Mom. Matt, will you get that? Please? No, you answer it. Matthew, give me the phone. Hello? What's up, Mom? What's up? They're going. I'm just tied up at the moment. Okay. I will. Bye. Get out of my way, dog. You're always in the way. Miss Molly, I love you, but you're a pain in the ass. So that's done. So that should give me enough room. Move! Jesus, this dog's always in my way. Like, she just does not know where to go. She wants to see what I'm doing and wants to be with me. I understand that, but at the same time, when I'm trying to do stuff, I don't like her in my way. And I know I can just lock her up, but it's not fair to her. Let's see. Where is El Nightfall? Let's get on all the metal shelves in here, so it's easy just to put together right here and be done with it. Well, there's a book the weight right there. Looks like all that's left is the shelves that probably weigh 100 pounds total, or the wood to the shelves. So this is what I'm working with. Sorry if I'm point the camera up a little bit more. So tie channel supports. Might as well look at the directions. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. No. Oh, at least that was only a pamphlet. So I got the directions, just as I thought. Dun dun. Gladiator out front. Move, Molly. Come on, girl. I know you want to see, but you can see when it's done. That box. Sorry for the loud banging sounds, guys. Molly's intently waiting to see what the heck I'm doing. Use this for tanks, I guess. Let's see. Alright, we got the metal brackets. Those are straightforward. Now where the hell did I put the knife? Pick a knife. Whatever. It's only cheesy plastic holding it on anyways. All those supports. Get them about 2 feet away from the wall. They don't want to stay in the bag. Oh, I know. I put the knife right behind me. This must be the other cross beams. Carbon is used for, Fish Tropic says, carbon is used for stripping meds, odor, and really hold now benefit
Besides that, every 2 weeks to a month, have to replace it, or it starts releasing or absorbents back into the water. Yep. That makes sense. Alright, there we go. We got the first part of the rack, the gladiator, it's called, out. So that has to face this way. Really nice material. Oh man. Got 11 watching now. Sweet. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is kind of boring right now. I'm just setting all the metal up so I can start working with it. For the racks, believe it or not, this thing will probably be up very quickly. So that's one box empty. That'll on the 55, empty 55. Look at these cross beams. You know, these are going to hold a lot of weight. A lot of weight. Well, it's rated up to 1,000 pounds per shelf, so that's really good. Another box empty. Nice 1/8" steel. Now I can see why this thing was so weighed so much. Just gotta watch my time because I gotta cook my son dinner. So what I may do is I may cut the string eventually and make myself dinner and then do like a time lapse of me building the shelf and moving the 55 back, refilling it, all that fun jazz. So let's see, what do you guys think? Directions or no directions? That is the question. Oh, these actually have middle support beams. That's awesome. Awesome. So I don't even have to do that. Okay, so let's see. Gladiator, like this. Grab one of these. Go. That's one of them in. So let me. Wow, that's gonna stick out a lot further than I realized, but that's okay. I can deal with that. All right, have to stop moving this. I'm going to mute the mic because it's going to get noisy in here. If you guys got a question, this send it directly to me. Can you hear me now? I turned off the sound, Jason, because I was banging all the metal pieces together, so that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go grab one of those pieces. I'm just gonna put one of these thin quarter inch pieces down here on the bottom, probably the only shelf I'm gonna do it on, or I'll probably do it all on all of them. There we go. That's done. Now I need a cross member for the next one. There we go. That's locked in. So the thing stands right here in height. Yeah. It is a good rack, Jason. So the thing, this is 72 inches tall, 7 feet tall. 60 is 5, no, 72 is 6 feet tall. So yeah, it's a really good rack. I'm just trying to make sure I'm going to have enough room to do what I have to do. You know what? Let me get this. I can actually stay there. It's going to block a good portion of this because this thing's 2 feet wide. Maybe I should have went with the 18 inches one. I mean, if this rack was just a little bit longer, I could put the 125 on it. Because it's only 18 inches deep. So let's see. I want to put this one. I'm just guesstimating on shelves because I want the 55 down bottom. And let's see. That right there. I know I have a tape measure here. So 20 gallon move on. Or 10 gallon stands. 12 3/4. 12 3/4. So right here, I'll put it on that one. Let's see. That's too big. Gotta go down a little more. go. That should be enough space. Now where's my little tape measure? I just want to make sure I got about 15 inches of clearance. Just add 15. Perfect. That way I can get my arm in there and do that. I can always adjust these up and down as I go too when I actually start moving stuff tomorrow onto them. So, alright, so that goes like that. Molly's obsessed with what I'm doing. Now I need the cross beam. This thing beastly. Yeah, this is a really good rack, Jason. I'm liking it already. I'm just thinking I should have gone with the 6-inch less in width one. That way it would have given me more space out here. But I might eventually move this whole room and put the 125 right here and put this rack right here in the back corner. Or I might just move the lazy boy out and put this rack over there in that corner out of the way. But for now, it's going right here. So, let's start the next process. So, like this. Check the height. That's too short. Now let's check the height. That should be good. Almost 18 inches on that. And how much is this? 15. I'll go up one on this, or one down on this one. Check this again. Right at 15, that's perfect. I don't need much room to do what I have to do. So, that's done. Let me grab the back. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to raise this one. Because when I raise one, it's like 3 inches, so. Matt, can you pass me that phone, please? Matt. Matthew. Pass me the phone.
Well, I don't need it.
It's on the bed.
Sorry.
Hello? Hello, Rhonda. Yeah, see? They really didn't think this stuff out. Well, you know, well, he went up and ran and hid in his room, but I don't know. I don't know. Yep. I mean, that's... Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'm almost done with setting this rack up. Why is that so fucking tight? There we go. Stop drinking that water, Molly. Oh, I had a coworker call me about some stuff going down at the house tonight. So she's just giving me an FYI of what is going on, what I can expect for tomorrow. So, long story short, that should be interesting. Excuse me. Hold on a second. At least this thing slides on a carpet floor real easy because there's no weight on it. There we go. That beam's on there. Oops. Damn it. There we go. That one's done. There we go. Almost done, guys. Alright, so I'm going to put this one right here. Oh. I gotta finagle these shelves a little bit more, so that I can get the exact height I want for each of them. There we go. Alright, now slide all these down. Or grab the boards first. Perfect. Someone's texting me, but I can't fucking deal with it right now. Excuse my language, but that's how I feel. There we go. Nice black shells. Last shelf. Shelving system's done. Now that it weighs like 200 pounds now, let's slide this over. There we go. Alright, so let's see. That's done. Boy, does that take up a big section. I'm definitely going to need a shop light right there over my head so it won't be so dark now. Alright, time to get the 55 gallon back in here and on that thingy. Move. Wow, this thing's massive. That's great. That'll work. I'll be able to do 4 tanks wide, 2 deep, or like this way, lengthwise. It'll be pretty awesome. So let me see. Just gotta bring 55 back in. Oop. Oh shit. That's what I was afraid of. I finished off the middle cross beam of this 55 finally. I wasn't even pulling on it, this popped off. Wow, that's gonna be like right there. So I gotta go up with that bottom shelf, or that next shelf up. Otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get in. So let me do that real quick. Plus the support beam for the middle. Yeah, these are like the old grade shelves, only these are a thicker steel. So they're not, they can support 1,000 pounds per shelf. Before those little clips that hold them in place shear. So I gotta go up one shelf with all of these. So let me move this piece of wood over. Go. I moved it up 2 rungs, but I want to make sure I have enough room. Now where's that metal crossbeam? Right here. Alright, there we go. Whew. Yeah, my workout for today, I'll say that. Wow. Maybe I'll do 2.5 gallon tanks here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. There we go, that's up on the shelf. Should probably put a towel on this. Ah, screw it. I don't really care. Perfect. Done. That gives me enough room to reach in here. So the 55 is back. Now I just gotta move everything back into it, fill it up with water, move the fish back in. Whew. What a day. My chair. Oh. Yep. Those remind me of the, let's see, Those remind me of the gray shells. Says upside. The metal legs can bend. There's even a diagonal to keep tension on the back. Yeah, these don't have the diagonals. These are straight up like 1/8 inch steel. Way stronger than those, those old gray shelves that I know you're talking about. That probably could only hold about 200 pounds per shelf, if that. This, you don't realize, 1,000 pounds, that's a lot of weight. Or you do realize, but a ton of weight. So I'm going to start offloading stuff onto these other shelves to clean up my area. Alright, so point this down at me. That's back down. Point this back down. Sorry if it's gotten a lot darker in here. Because that big shelf to the right of me. Alright, so. There we go. So who's all here? If you're here, type something in the chat so I can thank you for hanging around with me while I do all this craziness. Perfect. Alright, so time to start refilling with the water. Going from there. Matthew will eat in a couple minutes, okay, buddy? Out of my way, dog. Move. Get out of the way. Go that way. Get off. Yeah, you gotta go lay down.
Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I don't even... 7 watching now. At least, Upside says, at least it's not a cinder block with a 55 below and a 120 on top. Right? I don't know, I mean, it says this thing will hold, you know, 1,000 pounds. Right? I'm not even going to put it towards its max. You know what I mean? Not even close. It'll be like half the weight of it I need. But I mean, they got really, really heavy duty middle support beams for the middle here. So we'll see how it goes. Upside says double brace 2x4 is what I would have. Yeah, I mean, believe me, I was originally going to build a wooden rack because then I could fit it how I wanted it. But this isn't a bad rack. I just will mainly keep this temporarily set up till I figure what else is going on with the room. I mean, it can fit right there in that corner. I got 24 inches, easy. Yeah, go lay down. But the thing is now everything's up off the floor, even the 55 gallon. I mean, even though it wasn't on the floor. Next time I'm just gonna get the one that's only 18 inches wide instead of 24. Or, you know, ask for that. But that's okay. I like this. I'm gonna use it. Who knows, I just might move this lazy boy out of the way tomorrow and push this whole thing back over into this corner, and boom, there I go. It's out of the way, and then I can put whatever I want over here. You know, maybe make this 55s or 75 gallons all the way up. Alright. Now, I'm refilling with that water. I'm doing like 50% water from the old aquarium back in here. And I'm going to do the other 50% fresh. That way it gets a nice water change. That way I can de-stress these guys a little bit. Of course, I cracked the middle side, the middle beam going across because I screwed into it, but hopefully it'll sit. I just want to grab this and see what my water temperature is. $78.8. I'm gonna just crank a little cool water in. Get it right around back what the fish were used to. It's a beautiful rack, though. Beautiful, beautiful rack. I actually like this because now I can just put my hand here, relax, chill out. But okay, guys, I'm going to be back. I'm going to set up my cell phone and do time lapses of the rest of this stuff. I got to get my son something to eat for dinner, so I'm gonna cut the stream right here. I know it's been going for a while anyways, you know, almost 5 hours, so you know, plus I'm hungry, I need to eat, and then I'll deal with the rest of this stuff. What's up? Hey, Tropical Aquariums NZ. I was just getting ready to stop the stream because, you know, I got the rack set up. I got the 55 gallon back on it, but in moving the 55, sliding into 55, the center brace when I originally got it was broken, so I used a piece of 2x2 and strapped it, but when I was moving it, I didn't even touch the metal brace because I knew it was weak or it broke the bracing. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. This might have to make a 2x2 canopy and put a metal beam, a cross beam in the middle. That way it supports it. So I don't know. I got some things to do tonight. I'm not gonna do any woodwork tonight, but yeah, it was a lot of work. I mean, having to run and grab my son, I could have started earlier, but sleep's important too. Alright, the temperature's slowly starting to come down. But I'll probably be back a little later to stream some more. I don't mean to cut it short when people come in and come out. But yeah, I gotta get my son dinner before it gets any later. I'm hungry. So maybe tonight after I get my son down and after he's done swimming and all that, I'll stream and show the 55 reset back up, show the rack from the front on, get suggestions. Most likely, unfortunately, I'm going to move this rack to this corner where I was going to set up the pond. But maybe I'll put the pond right here. That way it's lower. And I can control the width, Maybe I'll just do a tub or something like that. But that's it. If you're just showing up now or you're new to the channel and you like the content, think about subscribing. If you hit this, if you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell button and make sure there's the little kind of air quotes are on the bell. That way you'll get notified when I live stream, when I come up with new content, all that. Alright guys, thanks again. I appreciate everyone watching. I know there was probably a lot of dead air and not much going on watching me to set up a rack. I probably should have just done it as a time lapse, and so I wouldn't put you guys through that torture, but alright. Well, thank you for everyone that did hang in and watch me do it. I appreciate it. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys later tonight.